Hi everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And it's time for more action. That's because it's part B of our article titled Time for Action. And since it's part B, it's more action. So yesterday, she is the same characters, right? Spencer and Tracy, or Tracy and Spencer. They were preparing for a kind of a race.
Yes.
An activity or an obstacle race. They had to climb things, crawl under things, jump over things. Sounded very exciting. So, what are they going to be doing today? What action-packed activity do they have planned for us?
Arranging furniture.
Arranging furniture?
Yes, we went from outdoors in our races.
Crawling in mud and climbing walls.
To indoors, moving couches.
Moving your chair from this side of the living room to that side of the living room. Notice they're not even moving. They're not even taking all their furniture from one home to a whole new place. That's hard work.
Oh, that's a lot of
They're
work.
just moving it around in the room.
They got bored of the space. Needed a change.
That's exactly what people do, right? You might arrange your furniture. If you move in, we might rearrange the furniture. So how is this action?
Furniture is heavy.
Furniture is heavy. That's true. And they have all their big muscles from climbing walls in the race.
Yes.
This could make it easier. And actually, after a day of moving, I remember waking up the next morning and feeling sore and being really tired, like I'd gone to the gym or had a big workout the day before. So,
it's
pretty
close.
Same. And if they're strong, it's actually really useful having a strong person if you're arranging furniture. There you go. It's time for action. Let's arrange some furniture. Tracy and Spencer are arranging furniture.
The sofa feels out of place here. I don't like it.
Do you think it'll look better along that wall?
It might. Please go to that end and pick it up. I'll pick up this end.
Okay, so clearly it is a time for different action today. Not racing, exciting action, but arranging furniture action. But hey, if you're into that, that's very exciting. This is a good, fun day. So that's what they're doing. As it says there, Tracy and Spencer are arranging furniture or moving the things in their living room or somewhere around. And that's, of course, what we're talking about, furniture. Furniture is one of those great words we have in English, kind of like food or clothes or luggage. It talks about a whole category of stuff. And instead of just saying all of the different things we have in our living room, we call all of those things as a group furniture. But of course, there are different names: tables, chairs, sofas, beds, wardrobes, shelves, all sorts of stuff. The things you buy in a place like IKEA, the things that you put in your room so it's not just an empty box, that is furniture. If you walk into your bedroom, you would expect to see a bed, maybe a desk, a chair, a wardrobe, or cupboards to put your clothes in. All of those pieces together we would call furniture.
Yes, and so Tracy is kind of looking around the place, and she has some feelings about everything in where it is. So she's going to start off by going, the sofa feels out of place here. I don't like it.
Okay, so she's kind of looking at the room, and there's something about this sofa and just where it is in the room. It makes her feel like uncomfortable or something like that. You know, maybe it's in front of the window, and so when they watch TV, they get light off the, something like that. There's just something
about it. It's out of place,
right.
Meaning it's not in its right place, so it feels awkward. It feels just something's not right.
The room isn't working for her.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe the feng shui is off.
Yeah, and the problem here is the
sofa. Yes, so sofa is a noun, and it is the piece of furniture that you would sit on. Usually it's in the living room, and you would sit on it to watch TV. You could have a two-person sofa. You might have a three-person sofa. You could have an L-shaped sofa. Now this word sofa is used most places, but where I grew up, we always said couch.
A couch?
Yes.
Same
so
thing.
Couch and sofa are the same.
Divan, I've heard. Chesterfield. I've heard.
Nope, I haven't heard those ones.
And they're different sizes, I think, sometimes.
A love seat.
A love seat.
I've heard of that
That's
one. And
another one.
A chaise lounge.
A chaise lounge, yes. But basically, they're all long chairs for more than one person.
So sofa, couch, those are the two more common
You
ones.
never heard Chesterfield?
No, I haven't.
I think that's
actually.
Canadian.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I always thought it was a very long word to talk about this type of furniture.
Especially when you have sofa.
That's why sofa is so useful. So just stick with sofa, you'll be fine. All right, so the sofa is just not quite right for Tracy. She thinks maybe there's a better place to put it. So Spencer is kind of helping out with her with this decision that she's trying to make. So he has a suggestion. And Spencer then says, do you think it'll look better along that wall? So maybe he's looking at another side of the room where there's no furniture, and if he puts it right up against the wall, going with the wall, not sticking out, but against the wall, he thinks that might be good.
Yeah, and so Tracy's thinking, okay, well, maybe this could work. And so she says, it might. Please go to that end and pick it up, and I'll pick up this end. So it's not a for sure thing yet. It's going to be, let's pick it up, put it there, and check, and maybe still need to move it.
Let's do all the hard work, put it there, look at it, and then go, no. All right, well, that's actually what you have to do, because sometimes it's hard to imagine the room, right? You have to actually do things, but they think, and Spencer certainly thinks, that if they put it along that wall, that's going to be good.
Yes, and so we had this word along, and so this is a preposition, and how it's used in this story is saying along the wall means in line with the wall or up against the wall, running against the wall, that kind of way to use this word. You may hear this word a lot when people say like, oh, you guys are going to the movies, I'd like to go along too.
Okay.
So this would be like, I would like to join or to go with. So we have kind of two different ways to use it. But if we're talking about something along the wall, that's going to be against the wall or in line with the wall.
Right.
And so this preposition is fairly useful.
Absolutely. When you park your car, often you might park it along the side of the street, right? Not sticking out into the street, but all the cars are evenly arranged. They're parked right there along the side of the street. All right, let's take a break. And we'll come back. And hopefully,
The room will be okay.
that sofa will look good along the wall, because if not, trouble.
Do you want to walk backward or should I?
It doesn't matter to me. Let's just move this thing.
No problem. Okay, this looks like a good spot to put it down.
Okay, now let's push it against the wall.
Hold on, I'm going to pull the sofa my way a bit first.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are in the middle of the great furniture rearranging over at Spencer and Tracy's apartment. Tracy has a vision in her mind of the perfect living room where everything just looks amazing. The problem is the living room now looks terrible. So they have to move the furniture. Her idea, or actually Spencer's idea, about the sofa, this big long piece of furniture, move it over against the wall, put it along that wall, it will look great. But Tracy's like, maybe, let's move it there, look at it, and then see if we like it. It's a lot of trouble maybe, but it actually is a good idea because you don't really have an idea. So they're talking now about how to actually move this big sofa over there. So Spencer asks, do you want to walk backward or should I? Oh, I see. Okay, because when you lift a sofa, I'm on this end, you're over there, we're going that way. I will have to go backward.
Yes,
right?
because the two people will look at each other, so somebody's going backwards.
And picking it up behind you, it's
Not
not easy, especially for a short distance. So yeah, someone will have to walk backward. You need to be careful when you're doing this. That's the only thing.
Yes, and so Tracy is thinking about it, and she goes, it doesn't matter to me. Let's just move this thing. So you know, again, since they're in an apartment,
Right.
that was hard to say. in an apartment, it probably is not a very far distance. And so it probably really doesn't matter who's going backwards. But if you're going farther or if you're going upstairs, then it matters who's going backwards.
It definitely does for long distances. And if you're walking backward, you need the other person to help you. Make sure there's nothing behind you, like children's toys or a pet or something like that you can fall on. Because yes, if you're doing something backward, your face is looking this way with your eyes looking that way, but you are going that way. So obviously, unless you have eyes back here, you can't see where you're going. If you're driving a car and you want to go backward, you can do that. The car will let you do that, but you need to look over your shoulder or use those mirrors so that you can see what is behind you, because backward is basically moving in a direction that is not the way you are looking or facing. You need to be careful.
So you got forward, backwards.
Right.
And some I think cars, they will have like a like a F or something, or R. Or usually
reverse.
Reverse. Okay, no, they won't have a B.
Reverse is go backward.
Yes, and so then we also have this word matter here, and we're using it in the way of like that doesn't matter, meaning that isn't important. So it doesn't matter who's going backwards or forward. It's not important. There's no real difference because, again, you're probably taking just a couple steps. So this kind of matters, like it's meaning it's important, or if you say it doesn't matter, then it's not important.
Yeah, if it really matters, then it's really important.
Yeah, and so sometimes if you're talking about like what to have for dinner, you might say like, it doesn't matter to me, meaning I don't care, choose a place, I'll eat whatever.
But if your boss or your grandmother's coming over for dinner,
then dinner does matter.
Then it might matter. It might be important. You might have to think about that. All right, back to the dialogue. So who's going to walk backward? It doesn't matter. So Spencer, I guess, he decides to do it. No problem. They pick up the sofa. We can imagine them moving it over to the wall where they thought of it, putting it down there, taking a few steps back, looking at it, because Spencer then says, okay, this looks like a good spot to put it down. Oh, they're actually putting it on the ground now, in this spot, in this place. That is the place or the spot where they are putting it. When we use spot, we're just talking about somewhere in the world. We're talking about a location, but we're not really saying what location. We're just saying a location, okay? When we often use it, maybe even when we're actually there. Hey, that's a good spot. Let's go sit there to watch the concert. Hey, this is a good spot on the beach. We have a tree over us so we won't get too hot in the sun. Or if you're driving downtown on the weekend, your dad or your mom might be like, oh, I hope we find a parking spot. I hope we find a place to put our car. Any parking spot will do. This is a good spot. Someone's using that spot, these different places out there in the world.
Yes, and so they go, they put the couch and they're about to put it down and
now
everything.
They're putting it down.
And so now it's down, and then Tracy continues and says, okay, now let's push it against the wall.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they have to, because they're, of course, they don't have a big space, a big gap between the sofa and the wall, so right up against the wall. And Spencer's thinking, well, it's a little too close to the door, it's too much on the left or the right. He says, hold on, I'm going to pull the sofa my way a bit first. So before you push it, let's move it this way and then move it that way up against the wall. So he wanted her to stop there for a second. That's why he said, hold on.
So he said, hold on. So this little quick phrase just means wait. So hold on, wait. And so that's how they're using it here. If you notice, it's actually using the verb hold, or to grab on. And so sometimes you can also use this as like literally hold on. It's like maybe you are going to use this tool later and say, hey, can you hold on to this tool for a second? And I will grab it later, right? So it can be hold on, like actually physically hold on, but it also can be, as it is here, used in a way that just means wait, hold on a second, hang on a second. That's another way we say it. Hang on, hold on, wait.
There you go. So yeah, just wait some time so we can do something else. And that means we're out of time. I hope their living room looks magnificent. I hope you guys have been inspired to rearrange some furniture in your home. I used to do this with my bedroom when I was a kid.
Me too, actually.
You know, it's just kind of fun.
Every year or couple months.
Change. Why not? Just don't do it in the middle of the night, and make sure your parents say it's okay. And be careful and we'll see you back here very soon. Until then, hold on. No, go away. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Tracy and Spencer are arranging furniture.
The sofa feels out of place here. I don't like it.
Do you think it'll look better along that wall?
It might. Please go to that end and pick it up. I'll pick up this end.
Do you want to walk backward or should I?
It doesn't matter to me. Let's just move this thing.
No problem. Okay, this looks like a good spot to put it down.
Okay, now let's push it against the wall.
Hold on, I'm going to pull the sofa my way a bit first.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天从单字一起来看，第一个单字呢是 furniture， 名词家具。This shop also sells furniture。这间店也有卖家具。说到 furniture， 有一个相关的动词是 furnish， 它的拼法是 F-U-R-N-I-S-H， 也就是装潢布置或者是为配备家具的意思。比如说 Alan quickly furnished his room。Alan 快速地布置他的房间。第二个单字呢是 sofa， 名词沙发。My grandpa enjoys napping on the sofa。我的爷爷喜欢在沙发上睡午觉。第三个单字呢是 along， 它是介系词沿着。Wesley walked his dog along the coast。Wesley 沿着岸边遛狗。最后一个单字呢是 backward， 它是副词向后的。Please move backward， 请向后退。好，我们今天的文法呢，第一个是 out of place， 不在适当的位置。它的主词通常是事物，比如说 Tim is an experienced librarian. He will know if any books are out of place. Tim 是一位经验丰富的图书馆员，如果有任何书籍不在原位，他都知道。句中 experienced 是从 experience 结尾多一个 d 变成形容词，经验丰富的。而 librarian 呢，就是名词 library 延伸出来的单字，意思是图书馆员。那课文里面 the sofa feels out of place here 是指这张沙发放在这里感觉不适合。那 out of place 可以表达不适宜、不适合某个状况或者是场合的意思。好，第二个文法重点呢是 it doesn't matter to somebody， 某人无所谓，没差。Matter 是动词，要紧有关系的意思，像是 It doesn't matter to me where to travel. What matters is the person who I'm traveling with. 去哪里旅行对我来说并不重要，重要的是结伴的人。除了这种说法呢，我们也可以用 It makes no difference to somebody 来表达相似的意思。比如说 It makes no difference to Mike what the weather is like. He will still go jogging.天气如何对 Mike 来说没有差别，他还是会去慢跑。好，那我们的讲解就到这里 ，See you。
Hello, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jamie.
Today we're going to play Word Drop. We each have 3 cards with words or phrases on them that we have not looked at yet, and we need to fit these into a conversation as smoothly as we can. So, Jamie, why don't you start the conversation?
All right, here we go. Okay, so I think everyone likes to buy things sometimes, right? Whether it's food or clothes, right? I think maybe not everyone likes shopping, but a lot of people like shopping, right? And I think it just depends on what type of thing they like to shop for. So like I said, some people like to shop for food to cook or like clothes to wear, and some people like to shop for furniture.
Furniture, yeah, okay. Yeah, I could probably use more furniture in my house. Yeah, so like, but one of the things I shop for are like souvenirs from when I go traveling. So sometimes I'll buy like a little glass or something, and I like to, when I get home, I place them along my windowsill.
Oh, that's nice. It's like every time you look out the window, you can see little mementos from your travels. That's nice. I think for me, speaking of furniture, I think that my apartment needs a new sofa.
Oh, okay, yeah. I already, so yeah, when I was, I don't know what I'm talking, with, my apartment is just fine. I already have a sofa. Actually, when I was moving in, it was difficult because I had some furniture to move in, and we had to go up this. I had to walk backward up the stairs with the furniture to get it in.
That's really difficult. Wow. Yeah. I think moving furniture, especially the big ones like couches and stuff, is probably the most difficult. But I would say also it's interesting to see people's apartments because everyone decorates it so differently. My roommate, for instance, she's very good at decorating and her room looks really great. It's really themed, like there's like kind of a retro theme going on. It's very cool, and like most of her like blankets and pillows and everything, it all matches, like the different colors. But I would say that sort of stuff like matching colors and nice interior design, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter to me either. Your friend's room sounds really interesting though, with the retro theme. I'm not really into retro things, so I often feel like if I were, with someone like that in a room, I would feel really out of place.
Was that your phrase,
It
out of
was,
place?
out of
Okay.
place.
I was like, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
See you next time.